Hello, this is Barr speaking, and on this video we're going to go through 9 sales and marketing growth strategies that you can use in your business. They're things that I would recommend because they're things that I use and have used, and I know that you can get rankings from them because I've already done it. And the bigger that you are and the more budget that you have in able to do things and create content, then the more growth that you will see, the more sales that you will see, and you will be using these marketing techniques smartly to grow your business. So let's get started. Number 1, the first thing that you need is a website. And most businesses in this day and age have got a website. Why? Because it's a hub. It's a hub where everything can come back to that's going to give you potential organic growth going forward. So when you create your website, it's important that you get your message across on your home page, what you do, and possibly what problem that you may solve for any prospective new customer coming to your site and why they should get in contact with you. And on every page have a contact button that sends you to a contact page or gives information of how they can get in contact with you. Very, very important. The key is retention on your website. Give them a good customer experience, and the longer that you keep them on your website, the less of a bounce rate that you will have. The first thing that people talk about in how they can get ranked using their website, they talk about SEO, search engine optimization. And generally a website will describe some of the things that a business does, and depending on how big your business is, some of them can end up with hundreds or thousands of pages, and then a smaller business may have 5 to 10 pages, for example. So it's important that the content that you put out there, together with the headings, you're using keywords that are based around your business, and it helps to give you an opportunity to get seen in the search engines. Now, if you haven't got a website, don't worry, because in the next slide I'm going to show you something that you can use as a tool that's very, very good to create a website that will at least give you a presence online. And for anyone listening to this video and watching it, at the end, if you sign up to my newsletter, I will give you a free software as part of signing up where you can create your own website and host it free of charge, or you can create 3 websites, or you can create 3 landing pages where you can attract people to your offering about what you do with a call to action, and I will give you that free of charge. So the next thing that we need to do is you need to have a Google My Business. So important is a Google My Business because it's owned by Google, the biggest search engine in the world. And you have a link directly and quickly in Google ranked. And when you have your link to your website in there, then your website will hopefully have already been indexed in Google, which then gives you a little bit of authority. And then it creates, or it has an option for you to create more organic growth going forward, depending on how much content that you've already put out into the internet as a brand, to create brand awareness, to create visibility and exposure online in the search engines. One of the things that you can do in Google My Business, so if you haven't got a website, you can create a website. It's a free website. It's created from your name. And all you need to do is the template's already there. You pick a color and then you just adapt the website to suit yourself. There's headings that you can use. Be sure to get your keywords based around your business that helps to get you ranked, or where you want to get ranked, the area that you operate in maybe. And one thing it will help you to do also, it helps you get in Google Maps. Google Maps is big now from a marketing point of view, because you hear the saying, or when you type into Google something, you might put in, for example, a business growth strategist, as what I do, as Bobby Barr, and we're based in Halifax, West Yorkshire. And the first thing that will come up is business growth strategist near me. That's one of the first things that will come up. So wherever you are and wherever you're positioned, if you're in a circumference on a map, and you're in there, then you've got a chance of coming up on the first page of Google in the Google 3-pack or the Google Map listing, as it's called. And if you're in there, you have an opportunity to get more organic traffic to either your Google My Business website or your own website. So it's so important about having a Google My Business. Now, part of the consultancy that we do is we go in depth of how to use your Google My Business, what you need to do in order to give you maximum exposure online and to attract people to it and give you some organic sales using this marketing tool. So the next thing that you need to look at is having a LinkedIn profile. Again, most people will have one, but it's so important to network and to attract your perfect or avatar customer that we've gone through in a separate video. And once you're out there and your message is there, what you do as a business, quite clearly define it and also get your message across. What, any problem that you may solve for somebody, get that in the heading of your LinkedIn profile and in the About Me or About Us section, and encourage people to come to you. Or when you look to grow your contacts via LinkedIn, at least when people look at you, they can see exactly what you do. There is no use people going to your LinkedIn or you're trying to, grow your contacts and there is not a clear message of what you do and how you can help somebody. If you don't have that, the likelihood is you're putting a lot of time and effort into your marketing to try and grow your sales, but with nothing back in return. And that is just wasted time, and it does cost money because your time is money, and so it becomes wasted and when you could be doing something else. So the fourth thing you need to look at is Facebook. Facebook, everybody has a personal Facebook, but having a business page on Facebook, again, is paramount. And when you start to look at all the various things that we've just gone through, your website, Google My Business, LinkedIn, and this, it's all starting to form what's called your digital DNA. And when you discover that, and when you start to unlock it as a business, it can work in the long run for you for organic growth and organic traffic to your business links, and it will give you more exposure and it'll give you more visibility online. So it's so important. So create a Facebook page. So important. And the next thing that you need to look at and you need to do is Instagram. Now, I don't really use Instagram a lot, but I know a lot of people do, and it does rank, but I have not had many rankings in Google with Instagram, and that's probably because I don't really do a lot on it. I probably could do a little bit more, but other things have worked better for me, so this is not one of the things that I use too often. But I do know lots of people, influencers, are using Instagram. So when you follow people and you can maybe make a comment as a business, again, your link is out there. The person that's writing a comment has got a name and has got an attachment to a business, and again, it's out online. The difficult thing I find with Instagram is, like, to have impact, you need to do videos. And I'm very confident in front of a video, I don't have a problem, but I know a lot of people aren't. And if you're not confident at speaking on a video, Instagram probably would not get you a lot of traction, because it's a minefield trying to get ranked with Instagram by using a picture and using written content. You cannot put any links in the written content that's back to your website like you can in Facebook and other platforms. So there's no hyperlink within Instagram, and I find that a very difficult tool for me. But I know it can work for others, but again, you should have it. And when you use it all, the ones that we're going to talk about, all 9, it helps to form your digital DNA, helps to unlock it. You discover what it can do for your sales and marketing, and then you're away. The 6th thing that you need to look at is Twitter. Twitter, again, 200 characters you can use. Again, use links back to your website, talk about what you do, and get the message out there, and sync everything. So when you post on Twitter and Facebook, post across every single platform if you want to get sales and you want to grow your marketing. organically and get organic reach back to your website and or social media pages, you must post across all of them. And Twitter is one that falls into that. The next one, and this is a video, obviously, is YouTube. If you haven't got a YouTube channel, I suggest you create one. It's a great tool for marketing. It's a great tool for using videos and educating people about your business, what you do, how you can help them, any problems that you may solve. And again, it gives you a reach online when your business is shut. And together with all these other 6 things that we've mentioned previous, you're starting to unlock your digital DNA that everybody has online. But people are not using it. So important to unlock and discover that digital DNA to help your sales and marketing growth going forward. So YouTube obviously is video based, so you can create videos. Again, in our consultancy, we can teach you ways in which to use other people's videos to your advantage, and it helps you rank for your marketing. So the next one is podcast. If you don't have a podcast in 2020 and 2021, you're going to end up probably behind your competitors. You can set one up very, very easy. It doesn't cost the earth. And even if you were to set up, a good type podcast, it would cost you around 300 English pounds or $400 or something like that. But you don't even need to spend that amount of money. Everybody's got a phone. It's got an audio app on there. You can talk into it for as long as you want, upload it, and you can get it out onto the airwaves across all the various platforms. And that will help to educate people about your business, but it will also help for your sales and marketing. It's another tool where people see you for the rankings in the search engine. So it's so important. So if you're not using podcast in this day and age, then you are missing a trick. And again, sign up to our newsletter. Part of the things that we do as a consultancy, we teach you how to set a podcast up for free to start you on the road. And then you can do a little test and see how it works for you. You can set one up for free, and we will show you how in our consultancy. So the 9th thing that you need to go with all this is Pinterest. Now, one thing with Pinterest, as with all the other 8 that we've mentioned, they're all very high domain authorities in the search engines and in the internet. And when your link to your website and or social medias platforms are in each of those particular social media platforms, then that is giving you an authority within your industry. And one of the things that you should do for every single one of these platforms that you use, you need to use hashtags. Now, the key here on hashtags is to use 3-4 maximum. Well, 2, 3 or 4, but some you can use 3, some you can use 4. So if you were to average it out across all of them and you're posting on every one and you use 3 hashtags, but here's the key, guys, you need to create a set of hashtags, and the rule of thumb is create around 30 hashtags if you can. Again, we go through this in consultancy, how to grow your sales and marketing with Bobby Barr. So it's important that you use the hashtags, and every platform that you use, if you're posting 3 hashtags, then you're going to use all 30, and eventually you're going to end up ranking across all of the search engines, dependent on how much content that you put out there, and content specific to a particular niche or a particular subject is the key. And one of the other things, guys, that you all need to be aware of when you are doing all of this is when you get it all in sync and you unlock that digital DNA that we talk about, it's so important. If you think of your digital DNA for your sales and marketing and why it's so important, we all have a surname that's our DNA, our bloodline, that is for many generations. And when you use your digital DNA, especially in marketing and to grow your sales, then it can be the difference for many, many years to come of how you will get organic traffic back to your website. Why the digital DNA with all these different platforms works good together is it can be the difference between you having organic traffic, a trickle of organic traffic for a long time back to your website and or social media, or you can spend on Google pay-per-clicks, or you can spend on Facebook advertising. Some people don't have the money to use to spend on Google pay-per-clicks. Even if you're a big business and you're spending thousands per day on Google pay-per-clicks or Facebook advertising, and you're not utilizing and unlocking your digital DNA, then your sales and marketing growth for the future will be affected. And the key is work smart, save money. And when you adopt all these strategies, that will grow your sales through your marketing techniques and growth strategies, you will get the benefit long term, and it will save you money in other areas. So if you're not doing this, the things that we've mentioned here, if you're not using Pinterest, and again, in our consultancy, we talk about how you can leverage Pinterest along with all these others to create good search engine rankings for yourself in the first pages. So if you're not using Pinterest, you're not having a podcast, you've not got a YouTube channel, you've not got a Twitter account or an Instagram account, a Facebook page for your business, a LinkedIn profile for your business and personal, and a Google My Business and the website of a Google My Business if you don't have one. And even if you have one, utilize it. And then obviously your website, the content, the search engine optimization, because once you do all this, the enhancement that you get from all the other techniques that helps to grow your sales through your marketing, that unlocks your digital DNA. Once you start to discover your digital DNA, you'll understand how it will help your growth into the future. So website, Google My Business, LinkedIn profile, Facebook page and personal account, which you need anyway to create a business account, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, podcast, and Pinterest. 9 sales and marketing growth strategies for you to use and adopt to grow your business. Don't forget, below this video there will be a link where you can sign up to our newsletter. We'll give you the free software where you can create your own 3 websites and or 3 landing pages that can help to grow your business. And you will also get valued content on a weekly, fortnightly or monthly basis that will help you grow your business. And if you want to work with me and me become a partner in your business with you to help you grow it, help you grow your sales, utilizing different growth strategies, including marketing, then please click the link below this video and schedule an appointment with myself, and we can discuss how we can help you, what your goals are, what you want to achieve, and then we can start to put a plan together of how we can help you to do that. Once again, thank you. If you haven't adopted these 9 sales and marketing growth strategies for your business already, then it's important that you do, and you start to discover and unlock your digital DNA to help with your business growth for the future. Thank you for listening, and have a blessed day.